Hey guys, it's Yaya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to do a different type of video. I'll be trying out a recipe from TaraLee. She has a wealth of information over on her channel. She does a lot of skincare as well as some hair care products over there, so you guys can definitely check out her DIYs. She also goes into formulating and how to package and other things that come with running a skincare business. So just go check her out, you guys. There's some great information over there. Since this is a collaboration, you can go over to TaraLee's channel right now and watch her video. She did my DIY Shea Coconut Body Lotion and it came out great. Go check out that video, you guys. I'll leave the information down in the description box below. I had a subscriber actually recommend her channel to me because I was looking for ways to keep my butters from melting, and they recommended her mango butter video. So I checked it out, I loved it, and I had to reach out to Tara. So I'm super excited to do this collaboration. What's unique about her formulation is that it actually has water in it. Most body butters do not have water, and so what it helps is to give you that really soft, clean, hydrated feel instead of that oily feel. This is what makes the formulation definitely stand out, and it also gives it a little bit more security during those hot summer months and keep it from melting. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right in with the water phase. 52% of this formulation is the water phase, so a little over half is the water phase, which is gonna really allow for this really thick body butter texture, so it can be very similar to a body butter. So just glistening water for the water phase, and then we're going to move straight on into the oil phase, which has a few more ingredients there. So the first ingredient of the oil phase is BTMS 50, which is such an important ingredient. In order for your water and your oil to mix, you have to have an emulsifier, period. And BTMS 50 has some great conditioning properties, so I think it's one that is really great to use. Okay, next we're adding stearic acid. Stearic acid is a great thickener and stabilizer for your products, especially for creams and lotions, which makes it a perfect addition for this body butter because it has water in it. Anytime you have a large amount of water or adding water, you want to make sure that the oil and the water will not separate, so it's great to have a stabilizer in your products. Okay, so moving on to the actual plant butters that will be going into this body butter, I'm using mango butter, cocoa butter, and shea butter, which are the exact butters that Tara used in her video. And to reiterate her point, depending on which butters you decide to use, omit, or add, it could change the texture of your final product. Okay, cocoa butter is a great butter to use because it absorbs super fast, doesn't leave a greasy feel, as well as mango butter. Shea butter, on the other hand, could leave a little oily feel, so you might want to use less of it. Okay, so moving on to our liquid oil, we're using grapeseed oil, which is a great oil that absorbs pretty fast and doesn't leave a greasy feel. Great addition to this body butter as well. All right, now that we have our oil phase and our water phase, now we just need to combine them. We're going to be heating up our water and melting down our butters and our emulsifying wax with the oil. That way it'd be easier for the water and the oil to mix. Now Tara made a really great point in her video. She said to measure your water phase. That way, if any water is evaporated while it's heating up, you will be able to replace that lost water and keep your formula balanced. Balance is so important for stability and keeping your product from separating. Okay, all right, so after about 10-15 minutes, you can go ahead and add your water and your oil together. Make sure you're using proper protection, you guys. Anytime you're using tools, appliances, dealing with ingredients, you want to make sure that you are being safe. Now the bottom of these beakers are hot, very hot, but the top of the beakers are not, so this is why I'm able to grab it with my hands. For anybody who is concerned, I just wanted to let you guys know. Alright guys, so before I add the oil into the water, sometimes I like to agitate it just a little bit with my immersion blender just to help allow it to blend a little better. So this is what I do. You definitely don't have to do it, you could just pour it right in and go for it. But I try to agitate it just a little bit, get a little bit of the water just mixed, and then I pour in my oil phase and then mix it further. And then I was just showing how BTMS 50 solidifies so fast. I know we were talking about olive emulsifying wax in our last video and how it does not solidify as fast as BTMS 50. So just knowing your ingredients, you'll know how to work with them and which ones you can use in certain ways. Look how thick this is already, you guys. Super thick, pretty, so pretty, and it's still piping hot. Like, this is really hot, but it's already super thick, which means it's gonna get thicker as it cools down. And I think it's beautiful, especially if you're trying to mimic that body butter type texture or feel or look. Then this is definitely it. This is definitely the recipe for that. It turned out great. And as you can see, the formulation is extremely stable. This is not separating anytime soon. Look how beautiful it is. This is a really cool formulation because the texture and look of it definitely mimics a body butter. It's so cool, you guys, so cool. So now that we have this cooling down, we can go ahead and move into our cool down phase where we can add our sensitive ingredients like our preservative and our fragrance oil. I'm using a fresh mango fragrance oil that I got from BrambleBerry, and it smells amazing, but you can use whatever fragrance you like. The preservative I use is a preservative that I'm testing out now. It's really great for all type of formulations, but especially those that do not have water. So if you guys want to look into that, it'll be in the description box below. I'm also in love with these little pipettes, you guys. They are the cutest thing, and they actually work. When you have like small bottles like this fragrance oil, it's very convenient to be able to use these little droppers to get just the right amount that you need, and it actually works. Like some pipettes that are really cheap and flimsy doesn't really get the product out, but this one, they just great. I like them, so they're very convenient, guys, if you want to check them out. Next, I'm going to add vitamin E. Vitamin E is just going to add extra protection to your product and for your skin. And that's it for our sensitive ingredients. Now we're just going to add a little bit of the butter into those ingredients, mix them up together just to make sure that the product will not destabilize. You want to be very careful depending on what preservatives you use at one temperature, because they can destabilize your product. So it's always good to test a small little batch first and then add the remainder to the bigger batch. So you want to destabilize your whole entire product, okay? I really did not feel like this product had any risk of destabilizing, but I still just wanted to test a small portion just to make sure. Okay, I did use a different preservative than Tara did, and that's perfectly okay. You guys can use whatever preservative you like, but one thing you want to be careful about with preservative is they have different usage rates. So for the preservative I use, I can't use no more than a little bit over 1%, whereas the preservative that Tara used, she could use up to 4%. So you want to be careful with that because that could change your formulation. So depending on what preservative you decide to use, you'll have to change the formula percentage. And that's it, you guys. I was able to complete this recipe because Tara had her formula laid out so perfectly. She used percentages, so you can plug in however much you want. I think I used a little bit more than she did. I think she made 100 grams. I made like 140 grams, but I was able to just plug everything in using those percentages that she laid out in the formula, and you can make as much or as little as you want using those percentages. So it's really, really cool, you guys. Definitely go check her out. She does some amazing work over there, okay? And we're done, you guys. Look how thick and beautiful this body butter is. Can you even tell that there's water in here? Can you tell? I can't. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, the feel of it is definitely different. When she put it on your skin, you're gonna definitely feel a difference. It's not like your traditional body butter. It absorbs super fast and it leaves your skin feeling hydrated and not as oily, but you're still getting some really great benefits as far as protection, okay? And that's it, you guys. I really enjoyed following along with this formula. I enjoyed this collaboration. I made a cute little label for the jar, and I gave credit where credit is due. It was created by TaraLee, so I definitely gave her credit for that. If you would like to know how I make these cute little thermal labels, you can check out the video I already done on them. You can also purchase from TaraLee. She also sells her creations, which is awesome, so cool. She has a large variety of products to choose from, which I hope to get on that level one day. But you can find her on Etsy. Just go to her page and click on the Etsy.com, and then it'll take you right to her page. You can check out all the different products that she has to offer for you guys. It's amazing, really, really cool. So that's it, you guys. Please like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Make sure you hit the notification bell because that is the only way you'll be able to keep up with all the videos that are coming out, and I got some more stuff for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. I love talking to you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, you know what I've done in the past.